Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a what's in my travel makeup bag video, and because I'm really into like switching up my look a lot, I'm going to show you what's in my travel makeup bag right now, but I'm also going to discuss my packing strategies, so how I make sure that I don't forget anything, how I plan what I'm going to bring, etc. So here's my little makeup bag. Well, it's not that little, but I keep it in my purse with me all the time. I just don't include as much stuff in it as when I travel. The order in which I pack my stuff, basically, what I do is I do the face of makeup that I plan to want to wear for that like short weekend getaway or whatever. And then I pack everything as I use it. And then I pack a few little variations. So, you know, something like, maybe I want to do like a really natural glowing, but you know, I want to be able to switch between nude and bright lips, which is what I'm doing now. So that's my basic strategy, and I'll show you guys what I mean when I get into my bag and everything. And also, I have to give you a little disclaimer. I know not everyone is as like high maintenance and makeup obsessed as I am, and some people might be watching this just to like figure out how to pack their makeup if they're like a normal person and not a total makeup nerd. So yeah, just use this as guidelines. You definitely don't have to pack as many brushes or as many products as I do. The thing that I think is most useful to take away from this is to like pack as you do your face and plan out what activities you're gonna do. Like for instance, I packed Revlon ColorStay as opposed to my tinted moisturizer because my car was just totaled by a deer, so I know that I'm going to have to walk a lot more because I don't have a car, and it's really hot out, so I want to make sure that my makeup doesn't sweat off. So everything that I packed is basically based on my knowledge that I'm going to be doing that activity. Yeah, I'm just going to open up my bag and start showing you what's inside. So the first and most important thing, I think, is my Z palette. And I strongly recommend that anyone who is a makeup nerd purchase one of these and depot their eyeshadows, because it's so much easier than packing the case for this, This came in a palette of 16 eyeshadows. I definitely wouldn't want to pack that. You know, this came in the Coastal Scents 88 palette, and it's like my favorite brow color ever, but it's not favorite enough for me to bring an 88 color palette on a weekend getaway. That would be absolutely absurd. So, you know, all of these things, I'm saving so much space. There's no way that these products would have fit in here if I had left them in their original palette. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is my foundation, which I mentioned, and it's the Revlon ColorStay, and I told you I'm going to be doing a lot of walking outside, so this one's for oily skin, and it stays on really well, and but it doesn't feel like a lot of stuff. I'm wearing it right now, and I think it looks pretty natural, and if you just throw on some highlighter, it looks perfectly dewy, but it is a matte foundation. So there's that. And then I packed a highlighter, and this is the Physicians Formula. I think it's Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls, Translucent Pearl. And then my concealer, which is Hard Candy Glamouflage. I wanted to have something a little more brightening for under my eyes, and then mascara, because I don't leave the house without mascara on, and I definitely don't leave to travel without bringing a tube of mascara. So this is an essential. It just really brings so much to your look. You don't need a lot of makeup if your eyelashes are like thick and dark. And then I packed this this NYX Cream Blush in Hot Pink, and this is just, you know, it's just a product that I'm trying out, and I had room for it, so I decided to put it in. So I always try to make room in my little travel makeup bag to like be able to try out some of the products that I've bought recently. I told you that I decided that I wanted to do kind of a like skin related look, and then do like natural eyes, and then kind of switch the lip up, because that's a really easy way to pack. Lip products don't take up a lot of room, and so I packed a neutral lip liner in Most Natural, and a lipstick from MAC in the color Hue, and that's just going to be my like nude lip option. So yeah, because I packed the color that I'm wearing now, but I also want a nude lip option. just because, you know, especially if I'm going somewhere casual, or I would feel a little bit silly looking super glammed out with like hot pink lips. And then the other lip product that I packed is this Tarte Natural Lip Stain in a Muse. I can deal with minimal products, but oh my goodness, I cannot be without like almost my full range of brushes. I mean, okay, not my full range of brushes, but I pretty much have almost all my Real Techniques brushes with me right now because I just love them and I use them every day. So first I have one buffing brush, and this one I use for my ColorStay Foundation because I find that it has the most natural finish. And I don't really like having too heavy coverage, so I just use a buffing brush and just buff it in, and I just do one layer. So there's that one. And then I have a second buffing brush, and this I use for my blush because that cream blush is super pigmented, and if I tried to put it on with my fingers, it would look like I just like stuck lipstick all over my face. The NYX cream blushes are so pretty. I have two contour brushes. I have this one, which I use with the brown color that you saw in my Z palette to contour under my cheeks, and actually that's an eyeshadow, but I love it, the color for contouring. And it fits really nicely into the Z palette because most bronzers come in like massive quantities, like massive pans. So this is really nice. And yeah, these brushes are amazing. I'm addicted to them, so I brought two because the other one is for highlighting. Because think about like your preferences when you apply makeup. Do you want to have lots of color options, or do you just really hate having to wipe off your brushes between colors? Because I don't mind wearing the same look all weekend with just like a few variations, but I hate having to wipe off my brushes. I'm like super anal about it. So I prioritize for brushes as opposed to for colors. So these are my two contour brushes, and they may look the same to you, but I can tell one of them's browner than the other, and I use the white one for the highlighter that I showed you. So, and then my angled brow brush, because I can't imagine going through a weekend without my brows done. Even if I don't do anything else, I just feel naked without having my brows done. I just can't deal with it. It just feels so weird. And yeah, so I packed the brow brush, and that little tiny Coastal Scents color you saw in the Z palette is the one that I use with this. And this is my little like pointed foundation brush. Usually I use the Deluxe Crease brush, but this one works pretty decently as well because it's not like super flat and super like, let me lay on the spackle. It's like actually kind of almost fluffy. So this is for that concealer I showed you, the Glamouflage from Hard Candy. It's like, and then this is just a little smudger brush. So if we go out at night or something, I want to be ready to smoke out some liner or something, and I actually have a black liner in here. So if I wanted to like make my eyes a little bit more intense, I could do that with these. And then I brought the base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and this I just use with Satin Taupe, which is in the that palette, and if we're going out at night I might lay it all over the lid, but right now I just have it really lightly through my crease just for some definition. But this is a great brush, and I totally recommend a brush like this or like the 217 where you can use it to lay down and wash, or you can use it in your crease. It's just very versatile, and that's the kind of thing you're looking for when you travel. Oh, I forgot a makeup product. This is my Benefit Creaseless Cream Shadow in Birthday Suit. If you've watched a video of mine where I do a neutral look, this is in it, I guarantee. Like, it's a 2-in-1 like shadow base, and it's also like an all over the lid color, you know, so A, I'm not creasing, and B, I can just put this on with my fingers. It cuts down a brush that I have to bring, and it cuts down like a base shadow. And then the last thing that I have that's like makeup related is this little spoolie brush right here, and I'm just like so anal. I've gone on getaways before, like little weekend trips, and not had anything to comb my brows with and been miserable. Like, I just get so OCD about my eyebrows being like facing the right direction and stuff. So I definitely recommend having one of these, especially if you're a brow freak like I am, because I'm very obsessed with my brows. So yeah, this is very important, and also it's good because if you're going to be filling in your brows, you want to be able to like comb got my hair in there. You want to be able to comb the product through so that if in case you apply too much or something. So you can just brush it out with this. So this is a useful thing to have, and it takes up almost no space. And this one's from Eco Tools, and it came in a little travel set. So all of that stuff fits in here. Can you believe it? Like, you know, you'd think it was like a suitcase full of makeup because I bring so much makeup everywhere that I go. But if it didn't fit, I just wouldn't bring as much because I like to travel light as far as like how much crap I bring with me. So, because I hate having to carry stuff, and you know, I'm like if you go somewhere and you're like, oh, I have my backpack or whatever, it's like such a bummer to be the one that's got like 8 million things that they have to hold. So I'm gonna pack my bag, my little travel makeup bag back up, and yeah, I hope you guys found this informative and everything, and I'll try to edit it down because right now it's like 20 minutes long. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and that it helps you pack for your next like little weekend trip. So hopefully you got some good tips. Bye!